So this is the 14th question of TMUA 2023 exam paper 2. Question says 3 lines are given by these 3 equations where A, B, C are non-zero real numbers. Which of the following is correct? If 2 of the lines are parallel, then all 3 are parallel. If 2 lines are parallel, then third line is perpendicular. If 2 lines are parallel, then the third line is parallel to y equal to x. If 2 lines are parallel, then the third line is perpendicular to y equal to x. If 2 lines are perpendicular, so parallel, perpendicular, all these options have been given to me. We know that if 2 lines are parallel, their slopes are equal. And if 2 lines are perpendicular, product of their slopes are -1. So we will find the slopes of each of them. So the first line, let me write the slope m1. Ax plus by is equal to c. So I can say that this is y is equal to minus a by bx minus c by b. Okay, this c goes over there. Okay, so this is minus c, minus ax minus c, and you divide by b. So m1 becomes minus a upon b. By the same logic, m2, slope of the second line, will become minus b upon c. And slope of this third line, m3, becomes minus c upon a. So I have these 3 lines. If they are parallel, slope of these 2 lines will be same. Let m1 and m2 be parallel. So if m1 and m2 are parallel, m1 will be equal to m2. That means minus a by b equals to minus b by c. Minus minus goes away, or I can say a into c is equal to b square. Now m3 is minus c by a. m3 is minus c upon a. This over here, from here I can write a is equal to b square upon c. A is equal to b square by c. So a is b square by c. So I can write it as minus c upon a is what? B square by c. So whole divided by c. This c goes up. This becomes minus c square upon b square. Minus c square by b square. And what is minus b by c is m2. Minus b by c is m2. So m3 is equal to minus of 1 upon b by c whole square of that. Okay, 1 upon b by c whole square of that. And what is, because b by c is what? Or I can write it as, let me write it as, best option is minus take common, and this 1 upon b square, b by c whole square, minus b by c whole square. Okay. Why this minus? Even if, why I am taking this as minus is because I have m2 as minus b by c. So, and you square it, it becomes b square by c square in the denominator. So 1 upon b square by c square is c square by b square, and I have a negative sign here. So this is nothing but minus 1 upon m2 square. So m3 is equal to minus 1 upon m2 square. So I can conclude that if they are parallel, m3 into m2 square is minus 1. m3 into m2 square is minus 1. So if they are parallel, if m1 and m2 are parallel, that means line 1 and line 2 are parallel, that means m3 is equal to minus 1 upon m2 square, or m1 into m2 square is minus 1. But this is not the condition for perpendicularity. Perpendicularity condition is m3 into m2 should be equal to minus 1, not m2 square. Okay. So that means if 2 lines are parallel, then the third line is parallel is incorrect, because m3, slope of m3 comes out to be minus 1 upon m2 square. Then the third is perpendicular to other 2 is also incorrect, because m3 into m2 should be minus 1, not m3 into m2 square. If 2 lines are parallel, then third line is parallel to y equal to x. It's incorrect because the third line slope is not equal to 1. If 2 lines are parallel, third line is perpendicular to y equal to x. Again, y equal to x slope is minus 1. So m3 slope is not coming out to be minus 1. m3 is minus 1 upon m2 square. It will depend on the value of m2. Now the option is if 2 lines are perpendicular. Now if 2 lines are perpendicular, m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. So m1 is minus a by b into m2 is minus b by c. Minus a by b into minus b by c. That is given to be minus 1. So from here b goes away, this minus minus becomes plus. So I get A upon C is equal to -1. Okay. Or you can write, what is this? M3 is minus C by A. M3 is minus C by A. So if A by C is -1, C by A is also -1. Reciprocal of that. And what is minus C by A? That is minus of -1, which is +1. So minus C by A, which is M3, comes out to be 1. So if M3 is 1, that means it is same as the slope of the line y equal to x. So if two lines are perpendicular, then the third line is parallel to y equal to x. This is the right answer. Because if it is y equal to x, parallel to y equal to x, that means the slope of this line is 1, which is parallel to y equal to x. So if two of them are perpendicular, then the third is parallel to y equal to x. So F is correct. So that means I need not even check for E and G. They will be incorrect only. Okay. So that's how you solve this.